What's going on, people? So we are doing well. We're doing well. We're starting to schedule interviews now, and let me tell you, just want to touch on a few things. Success, I don't know if you've heard or not, but it is rarely a straight line. Oh man, I wish it was. It's raining right now. I don't know, that was that's kind of weird. Anyway, that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. But I just wanted to encourage you guys, remind you guys that success is not a straight line, as well as things have been going, and they're trucking along. They're going very, very well. I'm hitting snags. I'm hitting a few snags. My car is about to blow up too. That's a snag. Hey, so anyway, it's just things that you have to allow yourself. If you are stepping out of your comfort zone and doing something that is new to you, man, you gotta give yourself some grace. You gotta give yourself some time to learn and to grow and to make mistakes and to have failures and to learn from those failures and to learn from your successes and document everything and take notes and just, I mean, you are a student of the game. I mean, you have to be. Whatever your game is, whether it's acting, whether it's business, whether it's something on you being an entrepreneur, whatever it is, singing, show business, you have to allow yourself some grace. Don't be too hard on yourself. So that's what I'm learning today, when I'm trying to schedule these interviews out. I'm running into snags with our videographer. I'm running into snags with the people that I am actually trying to schedule things with. And they're just learning experiences, guys. They're just learning experiences. Questions that some of the interviewees have asked me. I'm kind of sitting here going, I don't know. I don't tell them that, right? I mean, I put on a face, and sometimes you just gotta tell people, hey, I'm pretty new at this. I mean, that is kind of a saving grace, right? It's important for you to understand that you don't know everything, and sometimes to say that you don't know. Right now, I'm in a position where I can say, hey, I don't know, or just be very honest. Like I said, be a man of your word. So I'm having to learn these things as I'm going along, and some of the questions these interviewees have asked me are, website questions, or, can we have a sample of what you're doing, or whatever it may be. Something's going on. Something's beeping. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, sorry. But, anyway, give yourself some grace. Don't be too hard on yourself. Unless you have been doing this for 10, 15 years, even 5 years, you're not going to know everything. You're not going to know everything right out the jump. You can't expect to be the expert on everything when you are just now starting something. It's just not going to happen, all right? Unless you are just a savant. But like I was saying, just give yourself some grace. It's kind of raining out here, guys. I'm trying to be careful. But anyways, so I'm having to be brutally honest with some of these people and just telling them, hey, I'm just starting off. Some of these questions that you're asking, I don't know. Eventually, some of the things you are asking for will happen, but right now, I don't see how a website is necessary to just go ahead and start interviewing and getting things scheduled, eventually a website's going to happen, of course. But I don't need. It's kind of one of those things, where you. Sometimes you got to put the buggy before the horse, right? If I would have sat back and waited to do a website first, and then had no content, what good is the website, right? It may have drawn a little bit of traffic, but if I didn't have anything going, if I had scheduled anything with people or gotten some of this content to go, website would have been useless. So some business decisions, some thought-provoking decisions you'll have to make like that. But anyways, so I'm having to tell people that it's not necessary quite yet. Of course, we will want a website eventually, but right now it's not necessary. But we're still doing well, guys. Also, something you have to think a few steps ahead of the people you want to do stuff for you. Not in a selfish kind of way, but in a business sense. Like, I want to interview people, right? Well, something I'm learning is that I have to think a few steps ahead of people. I have to ask them certain questions and get them to start thinking about certain things before we actually sit down and do some business, right? Just for an example, what's the best way to contact you, right? I've been asking for emails and whatnot, but sometimes emails aren't the best way for people to get in contact with you. So I've been emailing certain people, not naming any names, of course, but emailing certain people, business people, right? You think they would check their email, but they don't. And it's just the reality of things. Just the way things are going now with text messages and Facebook Messenger and stuff like that. It's just a wave of the times, sign of the times, So I'm having to go back to some people, right, and asking them, hey, what is the best way to get in contact with you? Is it a phone call? Is it a text message? Is it an email? Is it a Facebook message? Like, what is a good way to get in contact with you? So that's a good question to ask. It's a good, like I said, you got to think several steps ahead of people that you want something from. Location-wise, schedule-wise, hey, what does your schedule look like? Is it better in the evenings or better in the morning? Do you have a location that we can film at? Just giving you some examples, some prime examples of what I'm going through. So that's what you got to do, guys. You got to think ahead of your people, ahead of yourself sometimes. And it's just a lesson to be learned. What else here? What else? I really don't know what's beeping. But, yeah, man, it's important. It is important. Let's see. And let me talk to you guys a little bit about work and life balance. So I'm working 2 jobs, technically 3, because I'm doing this intention stuff pretty much full time at this moment. My wife was not in a bad way, but she was a little needy today, right? She needed some time. She needed some time with me. She needed to talk. She needed to, hang out. She needed to sit. She needed a hug. You know what I mean? Like, she just needed some things. And that's okay. Don't get frustrated with that. I enjoy that, right? And that's something that you're going to have to encounter now and again. You can't just be a staunch workaholic all the time. Like I said, you can miss events, right? You can miss events. You can miss parties. New Year's Eve party, a Christmas party, a birthday party every now and again. You can miss those things. Because eventually you'll get to a point where you don't have to miss anything. You know, you can decide what you miss and what you don't miss, right? But emotionally in ways, your family is going to need some things from you. To talk, could even be just to sit, just to be in the same room as them. And guys, there's nothing wrong with that, you know? There's nothing wrong with that at all. Chill out with your family, man. I mean, they are your family. Like I said, one day you'll be able to spend all the time in the world with them. Don't be so caught up in work that you miss out on some little stuff, you know? Stuff that's important. Stuff that's important. A party, you can miss a party, you know? But just life things, you shouldn't miss out on. They're important. You know, you have a family, so be a part of that family. Be with your family. But yeah, it's one of those things that I am having to learn to do. Just being a newlywed, I'm having to learn this stuff. I'm not by myself anymore, you know. I'm not. Yeah, you know. Not by myself anymore. I don't just get to go to work and come home and, you know, be by myself and, you know, and not have to cater to my wife and stuff. You know, I mean, she misses me. But guys, it's all about that balance. You will know what's important. Because it's your family. I mean, you should know your family, right? You will know what's important. You will know when you need to be around, where you need to be, how you need to act. But in the moments, don't do it begrudgingly, you know. Don't think about it as, oh man, I could have used that hour or two to, you know, work on some stuff or whatever. Hey, look, every businessman you will talk to, unless they are just a straight up hustle fiend and, you know, they are that you know, 0.1112368 of people who just from birth to adulthood specifically never got into a relationship because they were trying to build an empire, never really wanted to have friends because they were trying to build an empire, you know. They won't understand. They won't understand when you say, hey, I can't do this date because, you know, my little girl's having a ballet recital. My boy's having a baseball game. I got to be there at state. You know, whatever. They won't understand that. It's okay. Majority of other people, they will understand that. Because majority of people have families. So, yeah, work-life balance is important. People are going to frustrate you too, man. That's another thing I'm learning. People are going to frustrate the HE double hockey sticks out of you, man. They will frustrate you. And it's just something you got to take in stride. Because you're not in the same brainwave as some of these other people, right? I mean, you don't know what's going through their head. The thing that helps me out the most is thinking about the person before me, right? I don't know what they have on their schedule. I don't know what their family is going through right now. Their wife, grandmother, uncle, brother could be sick. And so they're having to split time between business and taking care of family. Or, you know, they may be going through some financial hardship. Like, whatever it may be, you don't know. So I like to think about them first. If they cancel on you or tell you a different story that they told you a couple of weeks ago, it's okay. Reschedule, get back to them. You know, success is in the follow-up. Remember, success is in the follow-up. Just keep following up. I got a friend, his name is Josh as well. Man, he is expert at following up. Just expert at it. I mean, there's nothing intrusive. Maybe like once a month. Hey man, how's it going? Just checking on you. Hope everything's going well. And that's it, right? He's just an expert at it. he's very nice, very clean about it, not pushy. It's great. But anyway, I just wanted to touch on that right now. I'm almost to work right now. I think I'm late. I'm late to work. But I just wanted to check on you guys, see how you were doing. It's been a good day for me thus far, man. I got a lot of things done, but a couple steps backwards today. So just gotta push, gotta improve. This my exit? I think it is. You know? Just gotta rethink some strategies. So it is what it is. You know? You learn from the mistakes. You push through them. And then you just keep on trucking. Thank you guys for all your support. Hey, we're having a talk, right? We're just chit-chatting. It's just you and me, man. Woman. Just you and me. So we're friends, you know. Message me, email me, comment on this video. I promise I'll respond. You and I were just chit-chatting, just brother to brother, brother to sister. We're hanging out, we're talking, we're encouraging each other, and that's what I want this attention to be, a community of encouragement. You know what I'm saying? So, love you guys. I'm here, about to run inside like a maniac, but you guys have a great day.